Hello, Internet fans, and welcome to another episode of the Buddies Forever VCast with your hosts, Rottin Roger DeMarco and
Evildeadinks, live from the boiler room, pre-recorded at Crystal Lake.
the pre-recorded lives are back, and we are here again at Crystal Lake. As all of the horror community has heard, the ground has been shaken. We are all upset. It's fair to say we're recording this on Thursday afternoon, so this will drop Friday morning. You guys will get this, and the news. It's been a couple days. It still stings. It's not fun for either of us. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just agreeing with what you were saying there.
Yeah, it's not fun for either of us. I'm sure it's not fun for any of you. And our good pal Christian Hannah Horror just did his episode of Surviving the Sequels, dedicated to Part 7 and dedicated to John Carl Beuchler. So, all our little community that we have, we're all pretty shook up. We're all pretty sad about this stuff. And Nick and Riley from Slash and Cast, Riley did a little video letting everybody know that the GoFundMe is still active, which I will put in the description, because now John's family is faced with like a super duper big amount of debt and hospital bills and stuff that they have to take care of. And then that's where we all come in. We all get to, whether it's $1, $5, whatever you can do, we can make something happen for his family. So.
And you can when you fill that out, if you decide to go to that GoFundMe, you can fill out whether if you want to add your name and information, if you want to be known who you are, if you want to submit pictures with your donation, or if you want to remain anonymous. I've seen a lot of big donations from people that wanted to remain anonymous, and the good and bad of that fund is it kind of, up till probably about a week and a half ago, it kind of stalemated at about 36 to 38,000. Now it's close, I think, almost 40 or 44.
Right,
I haven't checked it recently, but I know it jumped a good $3,000 to $5,000 once his passing was announced. So it became a memorial fund as opposed to just trying to help him get some medical bills paid so he could get some relief.
Yeah. And, but we're all here, and, we pool together and we can accomplish great things, guys. So if you have a couple extra coins, you want to help his family out, the link's in the description. Go do what you will. If you can't, we all understand everybody has their hard times. But the best way we know to pay tribute to someone so great is today's episode is going to be a commentary for Friday the 13th, Part 7. So if you want to watch along with us and laugh, and let's remain positive. Let's watch this movie the way he wanted us to, even though they butchered it and cut out a lot of the stuff. We're going to get together.
That's a goal that's really motivated me recently, is to try to find a work print edition, even though that's old, choppy and shady, and tracking is all fucked up. But I would love to have a work print edition that someone makes up where they intercut those scenes back in, even though most were destroyed, because there's no way we'll ever get a director's cut of this movie, because all those scenes that were cut were trashed.
Right.
So what little bit that they were able to salvage is stuff that's like second-hand, third-hand shot. A lot of that stuff you can see in the Memories doc, but
it's all like,
I'd love to find
dubs.
The dubs.
Dubs of dubs of dubs.
Yep. This is what we're doing. We're going to do a commentary for the movie as our dedication for John, and our live show this Friday we're going to dedicate to John. We'll have some of our personal images with him thrown up there, so you guys can see how close and personal he was to us. So feel free if you have any also stories or pictures and stuff, throw it in our Discord or let us know.
In the live stream, yeah.
Yeah.
Tonight. So again, how we always do this is we have our remotes. We're ready to dance. Mr. Evildeadinks will hit you with the rules, and we'll get this show on the road, ladies and gentlemen. So, evil if you will.
As always, these are the correct lethal weapon rules, as my own jab to the Nightmare Junkhead guys who count the other way, but we count the real lethal weapon way. 1, 2, 3. You grab Murtaugh, you jump in the toilet, you jump off the toilet into the tub from the explosion. So on the count of 3, we're going to hit play on this thing, and we'll see how many seconds off difference we are this week. So, controller, buttons, ready in hand for the play. We are on the main menu screen. I'm at least watching the DVD of this. So it came with that was the first run that came out, so it's split.
You're watching bogus special edition with the Part 5 mask on the cover.
But I believe that's the one they were watching. Adam and Joe and John and Kane were watching during their commentary that they did on the movie Crypt. But all right, 1, 2, 3.
Let's see if my slow DVD player. I got the rated R up on the screen.
Actually, waited an extra or two before I hit it this time to try to see if I could. I'm always like 2 seconds ahead of you, so if I delay it by about a second and a half, maybe I'll catch you. We got our
Paramount logo. Mm-hmm. And again, ladies and gentlemen, this movie is R-rated, so if you're a child, lock your bedroom door. I'm sure your parents are cool.
Children's permission to watch.
We arguably get one of the best recaps in this movie. Also, I just want to say that.
This has a
Beuchler.
lot. This must for me. This is the best recap for me. This is the first one that I got to see of the series. It's my favorite of the series. It's the best looking Jason of the series.
Right.
This is Jason I wanted to fight Freddy.
Mm-hmm. And we should have. There's that great fan picture of Part 7 Jason and Part 4 Freddy, and it's like every horror geek's wet dream. That picture, you're like, yes, please God, give me Part 4 Freddy, Part 7 Jason, duking it out for an hour and a half. Yeah.
And I don't know what it is, but all this right here makes anything that was seen in these previous movies, whether they were funny or not, makes them ultra creepy again.
Yeah. Definitely like amps it up and gets you ready for Part 7, you know? Like this and the recap at the beginning of 4. Like just the not like the recap, just the beginning of 4. Like really really set the tone, you know? Showing the empty Higgins Haven, and you're like, okay, like something about that. And this one, you just get like the full on like rock star like, no, you need to be scared of him. He's a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, and John and Kane had talked about it, like, in the previous movies, like they really wanted to use CJ again for 7, and John really liked CJ, but said CJ is like really played it like a Terminator, like very One Direction, and he had previously worked with Kane on Prison and knows him as the safest man on earth, and wanted to get him in the role and wanted a different approach to Jason. And he says this Jason is pissed, like he seems angry.
Because he should be. He's been fucking stuck at the bottom of the lake for God knows how long. He's chewed the fuck up by fish and everything else. But yeah, what you were saying about CJ, and I don't like, I really choose not to like badmouth any Jason because I love them all. But that where you were saying he's very Terminator-esque. You know, Ken Kersinger sort of has that same. It's a Frankenstein, like you set a beacon. And I'm, Like, that's it. Nothing else. Like, there's no... I mean, it's intimidating, but it's not like Kane intimidating. It's not like the
They're all
fucking... Yeah.
they're all levels of
Just...
scary. It's just a different flavor of scary.
Yeah. And you know, there are tons of people who aren't in the Kane camp. And that's fine, because my favorite Jason of all time is Ted White. So, but you know, Kane is Jason. Like, that's not up for dispute. You know, we don't.
Yeah, I love the it's awesome, the weird little things that he took so seriously and wanted to do with playing Jason. Like, I remember hearing that he wanted to never look down when he was walking. He always wanted to look straight ahead and never look where he was walking. He wanted to be very great white shark-like about it. Just like, oh, he sees something, he's focused, he's going on that. He's not looking where he's walking at all, or when he leaps through the window later, he didn't want to look down. He just wanted to plant his feet down when he hit, and that was it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because something about if he looked down, it showed like a sign of weakness. So it was just like, you are in front of me, I am coming for you. And a great scene in this movie, which obviously we will get to because we are watching the movie, is the scene when Tina drops the porch roof on him. And you see like that first support snap, and he kind of, you know, you can see the anger in everything that Kane does. Like, that porch thing snaps, he draws his arm back, he looks up, and he's like, you know, like, he's getting out of there, and he is gonna be fucking angry with you. I don't...
Oh, don't drop a porch on him. It just makes him madder.
Yeah. No shit. Electrocute him in a puddle, drop a porch on him. It's a minor inconvenience for him.
Throw nails at him. He's just like, God damn it.
Yeah. Yeah, what's the line? The line from Jason Goes to Hell. Might get himself blown up, but that's just a mighty little inconvenience for him, you know?
We have our Texas Chainsaw 3 tie-in there. It's the same little girl from TCM.
Yep, Jennifer Banco.
Yep.
So she crosses, and, you know, she got to be in TCM 3 also with Kane, because Kane did some stunt work for R.A. Mihalov. So that's pretty rad.
And Billy Butler as well.
And I'm pretty sure someone out there is going to know if this is true or not. But the iconic teaser trailer for Leatherface, you know, the one where he's staring at the lake and the chainsaw comes out, that's Kane. If I'm not mistaken, that's Kane. Yeah.
So he's played them all.
Yep. You got to be Freddy's hand. And was almost cast as Freddy, which is fucking crazy to me. Like,
that is, if I had the coin to do it, I would take all those things to get signed on. Like Texas Chainsaw, you're going to sign Halloween technically because you played him in a parody. Mm-hmm. You need to. I'm going to take my Freddy glove and be like, well, you should sign this because you technically wore this shit and Jason Goes to Hell.
Right.
But that would have Kane would probably charge me $300+ and still want to hit me in the face.
Yeah, I'm taking so many things to Kane. I mean, that's just what you do. So I also love that she, you know, it's a really good little thing in this movie where the kid is so upset with the dad, and then as soon as things take a turn, she's like, I didn't mean it. You know, like, no matter how shitty of a person he was, it's still her dad. So it's like
still sees the light in there.
Yeah, so, like, I don't know, just a neat little character thing.
Laura Park Lincoln from House 2 fame.
Mm-hmm.
I guess she was also on, this is coming from the wife's knowledge, she was also apparently on 90210 as well.
Nice. And then the mom, Susan Blue, right? And she did some voiceover stuff. She was like a Care Bear. She did all kinds of crazy shit.
She looks like a Care Bear.
You gotta do that voice. Or I don't know if that's a Care Bear voice. I'm not sure. But, you know.
I know, but man, she has got like the mom features 110%. Like, that is such a mom haircut, mom clothes, mom jeans.
That's one of the things I was going to say. And I've talked to you about this too. And I don't know if the rest of the world feels this way about this movie, but when I watch Friday the 13th Part 7, it feels older than Friday the 13th Part 6. Like, Part 6 is very bright and popcorny and fun. You know, Tommy is McLaughlin. Tom McLaughlin. Yeah, he has a very unique style, and that movie's so bright, and there's not a lot of like big hair in that movie, and in this movie, fucking people's hair is like big, and it's got a weird color palette, like a.
Well, it's also that one. It's more like there's actually green forestry in there in his movie. This shot in fucking February in Alabama, I want to say, or Louisiana.
Right.
So it's cold and miserable. So a lot of dead trees and shit just laying around.
Yeah, and that lends to the color palette, because like even the houses and the clothing that everyone's wearing is very like earth tony, you know, and the wicked short shorts, all of this stuff makes this movie feel older, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, because it feels like an earlier entry in the franchise, even though it takes place after 6. Like 6 to me feels like it was made in like 1992. And it was 86 or something, you know?
Yeah, 88.
Yeah, it just has a very, like, early 90s vibe to it, and this one, like, let's, you know, a time capsule of the 80s for sure.
It's a lot of weird stuff like that about this one, like the whole thing about the character Melissa, about that actress, like the was it the stories about her death being real, not real, like no one can find her. Did she really pass away? She did pass away, but there's a whole story about her.
Yeah, it's very strange.
Yeah, about most of the cast is gay, so they're trying to play straight, not working well. Like at least 3, 4 people in the movie.
Yeah, her love interest, which I'm blanking on his name right now, Kevin Spiritus or something like that. Yeah. You know, he's a gay actor. And then I believe, Billy Butler. Billy Butler is a gay actor. I'm trying to think who else in this film off the top of my head.
I feel like I want to say the dude who's getting his head crushed.
Oh, okay. Maybe. You know, and it's just like this whole movie has such a I don't want to say weird, but yeah, like an odd tone, an odd vibe to it, and
a lot of weird components that put together to make an interesting movie.
Yeah, and you know,
Kaiser.
Oh yeah,
Bernie.
Good old Terry Kaiser, and he does a great job of like just making you you know, you just wait for the second that this dude gets it, because God, what a jerk. And and I really like the psychic, or the telekinesis. I like the telekinesis stuff in this movie. I really like that they weren't afraid to do it, afraid to do something just a little different. And I know that it's split right down the middle again. There's camps that just despise it.
It's not part of the Friday the 13th lore. And I'm like, well, he is I was like, what? Can only Jason be the only thing supernatural about the movies? Everything else, like, well, that's bullshit.
Yeah, I will forever subscribe to Cinema Snob's theory on, you know, he says, oh, that's too silly for you. The story about the mother whose child drowned, who got her head cut off, and the child didn't really drown, and the child saw the mother beheaded, so he vowed revenge, and then he died, and then he got fucking struck by lightning, and then he came back. Like, the girl with the psychic powers is a stretch for you? Like, Yeah, like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Everybody knows what we're getting into when we watch Friday the 13th, Part 7, for the love of God. Like,
Even that was what John was saying on the movie car commentary. He's like, who would want to see a part 7 of anything? And so when he got this thing, he's like, well, I'm going to do some twist to the story. Like, I want to have him be challenged by somebody and have him go through some physical, some beatings. And they also wanted him to reflect all the damage that had been done to him in 6 previous films.
right.
So that's how you get that iconic look, which he and I believe about anybody's like, that's the definitive look.
Yeah.
A lot of people. That's what Jason.
And see, to me, like, I mean, I love the 7 look, but my definitive look is like the khaki pants, the black shoes, the forest green shirt, and just, you know, the penny loafers or whatever the fuck kind of shoes he's wearing. I love the look, that early Jason look, you know, but you can't really dispute like how incredible this look is. This is an iconic look. I really wish that when whoever decided to do all that Friday the 13th merchandising in like the early 2000s till fucking now, that they would just have decided on using the 7 look. Instead, everything you see is the jacket Jason look from Freddy vs. Jason. And occasionally you see like reboot Jason, but most of the time it's jacket Jason, Freddy vs. Jason look, and you know, hashtag not my Jason. Not not overly fond of that look. I could go on for days about that movie, but that's a whole nother commentary at a whole nother time. Right now we're talking about this awesome look right here.
Yeah, speaking of, there he is. He's underwater holding his breath for as long as he can for shots.
What a fucking trooper. Because I'd be like, you mean like you're going to put me under there, then you got to come out, you got to get the camera guy, you got to start rolling, like, and I'm still holding my breath before you even start rolling? No, what's this all about?
You got to hold your breath for as long as you can.
Yeah, all right, Leslie Nielsen.
Yeah. And that's they always comment on that shot, just him coming out the water there, that spine showing, like, here he is. He's back. He's on the hunt again.
Yeah.
Ready to fuck shit up.
So, like, I love the look of him in Manhattan also, but man, how cool would it have been to have seen the Part 7 look in Manhattan? Like, it's such a fanboy dream for that to have come to fruition. Also, more
like that, Jason would have fucked a lot of more shit up if it was. Because 8, I think, is a bit more. He decided to put a bit more CJ in. Like, he gets focused on killing certain people. I feel like this Jason, if he got to Manhattan, would just be fucking hacking the shit out of everyone. No one on that train would have survived. It would have looked like Predator 2.
Yeah. Want some candy? Want some candy? Dead.
Are you? That'd be the best part of Bill Paxton as a cop was just on this train that day. You know, just got transferred.
Man. Yeah, sign me up for the day we could have Bill Paxton in a fucking Friday the 13th movie. I mean,
that'd be a fun. That's a fun future episode to do. Do some fantasy booking on who would you want to cast in what era and what Jason.
Bill Paxton as Sheriff Garris. Done. We'll redecorate these walls with your brains. Oh, shit.
All this for a birthday party for Billy Butler.
Yep.
Which is so weird later. It happens way later, but when she's like, do you have a picture of your cousin? He's like, yeah, I got one in my wallet. I'm like, who the fuck has pictures of their cousin in their wallet?
Got to be like, maybe it's like your best fucking friend. Maybe he's like, they're super close cousins. But another thing, which I
don't have that much extended family in my wallet.
No, which we brought up in the Part 4 commentary. is, like, who is renting these cabins to these people? Like, way out here, always right next door to somebody.
This is her family cabin, which they've owned in the middle of apparently where a bunch of kids also camp at. This apparently is a really big fucking lake, and but it's super close to where the kids were because that's where she resurrects him from being sunk at the bottom of it. So
yeah, that's what I mean. I knew that was her childhood home, but like that vacation home right next door, like,
yeah,
that's so weird.
well,
they're that.
The one dude that's they I love they call him Coochie Face because he gets split up the middle in his face. He was saying that like it's his
dad's cabin.
Yeah.
Russell saying it's his dad's cabin. Damn it! Yeah, never mind.
I wonder if there's fucking like a timeshare shit going on. Like, oh, they belong to these people this time, but the rest of the time they belong to the kids for campground time.
Two words. Timeshare. That's my fucking Ninja Turtles 2 reference. Because I can. But yeah, now disregard that whole fucking spiel about who's renting these cabins to these kids, because yeah, that rich kid's dad owns that cabin. Now I feel like a fucking idiot.
I didn't rewatch this the other day and just happened to catch that line where it's like we're eating all his food. We're supposed to bring our own food.
What a stupid place to put a lamp.
Yeah, breaking lamps.
That dude's got some serious weed.
I never thought people got to walk so far away to take a piss.
Not especially like your significant other. I'll just whip my dick out right next to my wife and take a piss. Right there. Hey, I got to piss before we fucking trek on 5 more miles. This is ridiculous.
Yeah,
my dick feels like a water balloon.
I'm not going to walk 40 feet out. I'm like, all right, now I'm doing it.
I'm peeing. Hello. Jesus Christ.
Billy needs some La Chapa sounds right there. Fucking backing up. Now the old, I wonder how fast you run. He can walk faster.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else is running their asses off. That throwing knife, get him right in the back.
Yay. Splonk, as I would like to say.
You've been penetrated.
Like, you know what would be rad is if you could just, like, Tina can do all kinds of telekinesis and stuff, but wouldn't, like, all you'd have to do is sneak up behind him and grab a hold of one of his vertebrae and just go, clink, because his fucking spine is showing. Just pull one out, you just fucking crumple like a fucking futon.
Or why could she just, like, levitate him in the air and just start pulling limbs off, like arm, leg, head, torso, twisted, make him look like David Allen Greer in Tales from the Hood.
This shit ain't over yet, bitch. Just like Chronicle. Did you ever see Chronicle? The movie where the kids all get like superpowers. It's pretty rad, and the one kid, he's always bullied and stuff, so when he gets the superpowers he fucking turns evil. And so there's a scene with him like learning how strong he is, and he like does that, sees a spider, and the spider goes up in the air and he just goes like this and the spider goes just fucking splinters. It's dope. It's a really good movie. Chronicle. Yeah, closing time at the stock exchange.
Look how high those pants are too.
Dude, yeah. What the fuck's that all about?
It's definitely over the belly button and tucked in too. Makes his ass look huge.
Yeah, and also that like Heidi Kozak right there. She's got a belt like on the outside of her shirt, but she definitely that's some really weird 80s shit. Like you put your belt on the outside of your fucking shirt. It's she's got a skirt on. It doesn't even need a fucking belt. What's happening with the fucking clothes?
Wow, and you got Melissa there. Definitely can spot those shoulder pads sticking out of that thing. That's she always has an interesting like MC Hammer looking get up too.
Yeah, some blue 42.
I want to know how that guy fucking hit his head on a lamp.
I suppose it's
I think
possible.
they hit on a lot of dumb shit. I will, and I am not graceful in any sense of the word, but
Fucking
like,
greaser idiot.
that always would be like, if I ever got to meet that guy, I'd be like, I know it was never filmed and it's a throwaway line, but how the fuck do you not see a lamp and somehow run your head into a lamp?
She's out of stamina.
Should have been
Wait a minute.
Disqualified him for being like attractive in the smart girl's eyes. Like, she should have right there been like, well, he's fucking stupid.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Why do I want to fight for that guy's attention?
So, and also, how old are they? Because is it Michael's 21st birthday? Is that like what the deal is? So they're all around that age? Is that what we're assuming? Because they're not teenagers now. They're like young adults.
Yeah, I would think 18 to 21.
Right. So they're a bunch of young adults.
Yeah.
Party.
How of khakis with tucked in shirts in this movie. Everyone's got a shirt tucked into khaki pants.
Did you say, God, I hate khakis?
No, it is like, I've just not ever, I guess, paid attention to that. Like, there's a lot of tucked in shirts and khaki pants.
There are a lot. Like, not really sure why. But like you said, it was fucking cold as shit. So there's only like one or two scenes where people are in shorts and shit. Other than that, like, fuck that, stay warm.
Yeah, I think it was Kane talking about how he had to find two different stunt women for the future scene with Heidi Kozak. Like, she goes out there and gets in the water, and they filmed now with like 6 or 7 cameras, all so they could get it win, lose, or draw in one shot. And then Kane had to find 2 different stunt women that would do the nude scenes that follow that, like the one that's in the water they're getting the undershot from, and the one that's drags out from the lake.
Was that that was filmed in a tank or something, right?
Yeah, that was like at a pool.
I talked over you. What'd you say? Kane had what?
And Kane said something about this scene here. Like, he's like, pay attention to the shape of the tent, and then look at it again, like when he cuts it open here in a bit, like how it's designed. Like, look at it there. Oh, yeah.
They use a shot of the part 4. They use a shot of Rob's tent when it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they totally use Rob's tent. It's fucking raining in the shot, which is weird. It's a rounded tent with rain.
I've never noticed that, so I'm gonna be looking for that this time.
You're gonna be like, holy crap, really? Like, I mean, it's just obvious as fuck. Like, oh, we didn't get an exterior tent shot. Use the one from the movie with the thing.
The movie with the thing.
Yeah, there's... He gets it so good, too.
That is not... I don't know, man. I've had some outdoorsy, experiences, but not like going out and chopping for firewood with a machete in the middle of the night.
Well, but also, this is the same argument about the taking a piss. Like, you're in the woods. You're literally camping in the woods. Did you need to go 60 fucking yards away to cut wood? It's outside your tent. Everywhere.
Ultimate punch. Like,
he gone.
Unless you're gonna find some really dead wood, is like chopping it with the machete is not the.
There it is. Round tent.
Yeah.
Round as fuck with rain all over it. What the hell are you trying to do? Kill me? His backpack and shit's right there. Or no, those are the rocks. My bad. But yeah.
You big hunk of a man, come and get me.
You're in trouble. You're gonna get it, bitch.
And here's as far as I know, the first editing job that the MPAA did, where this went from like 7 tree smacks to 1, which I think everyone's like, I like that 1 better.
Yeah, it means he hit her up against that tree hard as fuck. Flap.
Damn.
Toast.
But technically, he does it. That should be your feet that he hits against that tree. Because he grabs her at the head, and he's holding her at the head, and she can't get out through the bottom, so he technically whacks like her ankles against the tree.
True. I never even thought of that. Yeah, maybe it was just internal bleeding straight to the stomach, just fucking. And then, this is another thing, and I think you and I have talked about it too, how Ben and his girlfriend, they start the morning off right here. He asks for coffee. They start the morning off, and she's mad at him. So which leads, you just don't know what is wrong in their relationship. Because, so it leads me to believe that there's something on the cutting room floor somewhere that would explain.
Or just bitches be crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, however minuscule something like that would be, I like you said, I would just want a work print with everything. I want everything. I want no stone left unturned. Every fucking extra, every eye roll, everything put in this movie.
Yeah, we got to find out that this dude goes to night school and being left with a bad crowd. Why can't we find that out about everybody here? What's everyone else's story? How does everyone here know Billy Butler's character? That's what they all go to school together. That's what I'd like. Damn, that was a big fucking Rocky.
There you go. That's what we're doing. We're going to try and figure out everybody else's backstories in this movie. We always do some sort of weird side plot, so we're going to have to figure this out, guys. And if you watching, if you have any hilarious ideas as to how these people know Billy Butler's character, leave them in the comments, because those will be hilarious, and we would love to see them.
I bet my money that Melissa is has to be just friends with Heidi Kozak's character and was just like, oh, he's going, I have to go too. I don't give a fuck about Billy Butler and his birthday, but she's like, I'm going to bed that dude one way or another, and a weekend alone with him, that's what I'm going to do. That's
like straight up like an 80s sex comedy plot. Yeah. She's inside an 80s sex comedy for sure. That's a good one. And I like that.
The comic book dude is the total hanger-on of somebody else there.
The sci-fi nerd, yeah.
He just effing over here. He's like, "Can I come? I'm not doing anything that weekend."
Sorry, the car's full. There's a spot right there.
I got my own ride.
Yeah.
Like you
sleep on the couch.
He's the guy you throw everything out to get him dismayed to not go. He's like, "Oh, we don't have the money for this," and they're like, "Well, I got it right here. Oh, you know the groceries, $400 I got saved up. It's yours. Go spend it."
Oh man, yep, that's him. That's he's in college courses with them, and they, he annoys the fuck out of them. Creative writing 101, some shit.
Yeah, and he's just talking about it all day. That was the entire drive from the campus to here, was how he's been rejected by every science fiction comic book organization in this continental United States. They don't understand his fucking brilliance and what's really going on.
Yep.
He's probably got several Comic-Cons under his belt already at this point. Probably got his own comic in a booth going, and that's why he's coming up with new shit while he's here.
That's glorious.
Kebabs.
Mm-hmm. And like you said, you brought that up the other day. It is sort of strange, and the audience might think so too. It's very strange that nobody got kebabbed in this movie. I mean, they're right there. They're clearly established. They are a part of the story.
And Stoner Man there, he's got a good, looks like 15 or 20 blunts pre-wrapped ready to go for the weekend. It's like, Jesus Christ.
He got 4 in his mouth at the same time.
Looking like fucking Smokey and Friday.
Yeah. And this, man.
Are those for everybody, or that's just what he's going to be doing?
Mine. Get your own. Get your own.
Someone comes to grab ooh, he's smacking their hand.
Sets up the coffee table with a little sign, $5 a pop or something. Just makes money off all his friends. He's just a fucking total prick. How did he get invited? What's the Stoner dude's story? That's the fucking...
that is his thing. He is just that's the drug guy, and it's like, well,
he's the party supplier. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, well, we need somebody. I was like, well, fucking hire Slick back there. It's like he'll bring all the drugs we need.
And fuck everybody's girlfriends.
Yeah.
You want one of these joints? A blowjob will do it. Like,
and smart girl over there, I bet she was the one that organized like 90% of the weekend. Like, we'll do this, we'll go here, we'll have this and this and this.
All the gifts, pin the tail on the donkey.
Yeah,
blah blah blah.
Wrapped all the gifts up and everything. Everyone probably brought all their shit. Just like, oh, we have this wrapping paper. She's the one that's gonna be like, and doing all the wrapping and planning and shit. That's why she's there, because she's like the glue that keeps the plan together.
Yeah, she's the responsible one of the group.
The designated driver, if they need one, is her.
Yep.
Because that's her deleted scene, is that she does try smoking with those two, but they end up cutting that out, or she tries.
What? Really? Is that a real thing?
Yeah.
Whoa.
You've not seen it?
No, I haven't seen that.
It's got to be in the Crystal Lake Memories, where it's like, yeah, it's her, dude, and I want to say maybe even the chick that he hooks up with. They're like in that shed where her death scene ends up being, and she tries smoking in there. And she's trying to find him outside of that when she's like, David.
That makes sense, because I brought that up in one of my reviews. How very odd that it is that she is upstairs getting dressed for him, comes down the steps through the living room outside looking for him, when she clearly would have walked past him in the living room when she was looking for him. And it's a weird thing. So now that I know that there's a piece missing, it makes sense. And so it's like, yeah, call it bad editing, whatever you want to call it, but it's fucking weird that she strolls.
That'd be great if she gets dressed up, she comes down the steps, looks right at him, and she's like, I'm gonna go look for David.
Are you high?
Aren't I David?
Who's David, man? Hey, Spence, let's trip out.
That's comic book dude. I'm David, right? Like, that's me.
That's awesome. That tickled me to my motherfucking soul. Oh, fuck, dude.
If we went with that editing version of it, she just is fucking with his head. Wow. He has a stepfather moment. Who am I here?
That's some fucking Keanu Reeves, too.
And holy Lord Almighty. Her clothing attire is top notch here.
I love Heidi Kozak. Love her. Slumber Party Massacre 2? She's in 2? Yeah. And it's not a great movie. I mean, it's fun, but this is a reason to watch that movie.
She's still here. I don't know what it is.
What about it?
I think she still looks better here. I don't know what it is. Like, I know I've seen her in Slumber Party Massacre, but it just doesn't stick out like it does here.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Well, you've seen this 100 times, if not more. You know, I mean, this is just our thing. So.
This death gets cut down a little bit. Like, you get the money shot is eliminated. You get just a hair second of the kill here.
Yeah, and this one is okay. Like, I wish we would get him kind of coughing up the blood when she looks up or whatever, because yeah, he's like, you know. But that's a good shot. It doesn't take away too much from the kill, but man, you do want to see that makeup up close though, you know. So bushwhacked.
There's Stuntwoman 1.
Mm-hmm. Straight up into the wow.
Yeah. Would have been loved to have been filming that day.
Well, you'd be frozen.
Yeah, that dude, he's sales pitching his next idea.
Star Mummy.
And that's such a weird fucking line. You hardly sweat at all.
It's so strange. That's a very like weird observation too. It's like, well, we're not really doing anything, you know. Like, tell me I hardly sweat at all after I've run some fucking sprints or something. Like, just fucking hanging out.
That's just proof that dude is lit to no end. He's just that stuff he noticed is like, you're super dry.
Yeah, man.
What's my name? David, right?
Fucking David. Yeah, like, and then, you know, she's a decent looking girl, but then like she takes like her big hair and makes it bigger, like
yeah.
the big.
Always a trope too. The first thing to make somebody prettier, take their glasses off. Instant. Mm-hmm. There, I'm done.
Yeah. But I mean, I love the '80s. I love everything about the '80s. The only thing that I don't understand is some of the bigger like hair. And I like big hair, but this movie reaches a whole different volume of big hair.
My sister was a teenager in this time frame, so, and she had, I mean, it was flat in the back, but it was, I mean, a good probably out to here lion mane. It was no joke. She had her own bathroom in the house, and she used Aquanet to get that shit up. And you could, by the time that she had got done with high school and that hairstyle had died out, you could take a sock and throw it at that wall, and it'd stick to it.
Man, that's crazy. Yeah, I had cousins that were big into the old Aquanet also.
Still available. You can still buy that shit, too.
Yeah, fucking Jordache jeans and Aquanet up in this motherfucker. Oh, everyone's listening to George Michael. Shit.
That should be a cosplay that you and the missus does sometimes. You should get some really super high cut-up jean shorts and a half shirt, and she should get her hair just out to here.
Don't tempt me. I'll do it. I'm not scared.
We're camp counselors.
Yeah. I think I'd rather deal with old Jason.
And he's totally, I know it's like a military shirt he's wearing there too. That's got the patches on both shoulders. Like he's totally that dude also that shops at the Army surplus store for all his clothes.
Oh yeah, yeah. I may or may not have been that guy in high school.
Has a tactical knife on him. It can tell you all the things you can do with it. Like, I can cut a shoe with this thing.
Yeah. It's got a sewing kit inside of it.
Why would you do both those things? I'd be able to do both those things ever. Okay.
You never know. You never know.
And I got the old, then they have a VCR in a drawer. I'm like, that's neat. There's like I'm going for a walk in the woods. I'm sure there's like a fire starter tie-in at some point that they could have done where it's like, oh, he's going to commit her and then she's going to be recruited by a league of superheroes.
Oh, yeah. Totally could.
Work.
He's
how far does he walk? He walks far to find his body.
Yeah, and like Jason's banking on some shit too. Putting a body, you know, because he was killed 5 miles away from camp, for one. So he's killed 5 miles for camp. So how close did Jason bring his body? Did Jason carry his body like into the immediate area, or did this fucking doofy motherfucker walk 5 miles at 9:30 at night?
Yeah. He runs it with no sense of direction, like he's darting left and right.
Yeah.
That's even better that he carried Billy Butler's corpse like 3 miles and like, this tree looks good. Maybe he was just looking for the right tree.
Yeah. Yeah.
These are all.
Yeah, he.
Where am I going to find one I can fit this fucking body in sideways?
Yeah, and that's one of the things that in the game, you know, I talked to you about it. We both, when the game was going through all the changes, like stuff that we would have liked to have seen in the game, is I would have really liked to have been able to see because whenever you come across a dead body, it like ramps your fear up. If I would like to seen Jason be able to like take a dead body and throw it through a window, or take a dead body and like suspend it in a tree or something. So if there's a spot that someone stepped, the body would go and drop down in front of them and scare them, and they'd scream way louder than normal. They'd be like, and it would pop on your map if you got them with something like that.
How it gradually takes your fear up and you lose your mini map. Like if you are in the vicinity and you get a body thrown at you, it just instantly it's gone. Like you have no mini map. You're instantly in tunnel vision mode. That'd be great too. And the two triggers, and you just carry a body over your head. You can throw them wherever you want.
Yeah, and then do the same thing. Like there's just certain spots that if you have a dead body, you can set up a booby trap, but you can only do it X amount of times because there's so many counselors or whatever. But you should get it limited, like your bear traps. But I think it would also be cool to where you could take like a dead body and like
crisping over it to a door.
Yeah, or sit it in the front seat of a car. So it's like someone comes running up to the car, and then there's a fucking dead body in it. Like, little stuff like that I wish the game would have had the chance to explore. So I
would like
never will get.
You could nail it to a door, and that eliminates that door entirely. Like they don't take that body down, but like how you said in a car, like it would freak them out, and the blip on the radar would be huge for like the time it takes. Like it'd take like a process, like you putting a battery in it, pulling that body out so you could drive the car.
Right. So there's like a cut, like not a cut scene, but like a mini game. Yeah.
Yeah, mini game. Yeah.
Because you're like.
And it's like your freak out meter. It's like you got to keep hitting it so you don't be like, whoa.
Yeah, and that would really, you could get that sort of like Dead by Daylight, the check. Because it's a long process. Make it. I mean, it doesn't need to be ridiculously long, but
I would say
it could have
20 seconds, 20, 25, 20 to 30 seconds would be good.
Yeah, and then because then that adds like an element of like intensity to it. Because if you run up on the car and like you've got the keys and everything else is put in the car, but then all of a sudden there's a dead body in the front seat and you hear Jason's music and you're going, well, you fuck, get it out, and then you got everyone gathering around you to try and keep him away from you. And that could.
Get away! There's a corpse in the driver's seat. And he's right there behind us.
Help! Yeah, you could totally.
A little worm on a big bugging hook.
Would be amazing. There's so many things that, if this fucking lawsuit gets sorted out, I mean, we probably won't ever see it in this game, but if we could ever get a new game, that'd be rad.
Chapter 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Part 2. Part 2.
I think Halloween would be the next in line, but I would totally love for Elm Street to be the next one to get done. But maybe one day.
Game. We have some fucking rad ideas between you, me, and Slash and Cast. You, me, Jack, and Frank. We could make that game. We can't make it, but we can tell Gun Media and Ilphonic or whoever how to make it, and then we'll just go. No, that's not what I had in mind. Get this out of here.
Hold it in front of their face and rip it in half. Do better.
This is not good enough. No, but I mean, they knocked out Friday the 13th, so. Like, I know a lot of people hated on that game, and you and I dealt with haters to it, and, we defended it every step of the way. So, but they were faithful to the franchise, and they knew what they were doing. And so if they were to get the properties of an Elm Street game or a Halloween game, please get the fuck out of here. We'll be throwing money years.
My critical, I'll be in hyperdrive on that shit.
Yeah, the second that it's announced and has a Kickstarter, we're both like, we need to go rob a bank because we're donating tons of money. I'm not just getting a $60 copy this go around. Like, I'm fucking all in, guys. Nope. I'll fucking cut my leg off. I'll sell something.
I'm gonna mortgage the house 3 times over.
A lot of people have 3 mortgages. It's
yeah. You're not gonna lose the house. Everyone has 3 mortgages these days.
I think this building should be condemned. See, yeah, and that's another boom. We got the booby trap. We got Coochie Face booby trap. How far out did she walk? And, what's the relation?
Man, but yeah, trying to find an earring in that mess, it's like, I just accepted that shit's gone.
What time of night do you think that it is? It's been night for a while.
I would say you're getting close to 10 o'clock.
Yeah, that's probably about 9:30ish when.
Yeah, because I think once everyone is decided to call it a night and they're all in their respective areas getting busy, that's got to be closer to 11 or midnight.
Yeah, because it's a weekend and the party don't stop for a while,
No. Oh, this is a super creepiest shot too when he just looks up and you're like, he knows, he sees her through that crack. Oh gosh.
Does that whole lean.
I still remember that being like super tense the first time I saw it. I was like, hey!
First time you saw this was a home video release, correct?
First time I saw it was no, we did not rent it. We had the movie channels at the time, so it was on probably HBO. And yeah, that was the fun story. We started as a family, 4 of us sitting down and watching this, and 20 minutes in, sister gets up and leaves. About an hour in, mom gets up and leaves. Hour 10, dad gets up and leaves. And yeah, during like a little bit probably past this scene here is where I look around. I'm like, this movie's super scary, and I'm the only one in the living room watching this damn thing.
What the hell's wrong with you people?
That's awesome. Remember that being like, why am I the only one here? It's like, this is scary. Now everyone left. The metallic P family truckster there.
Mm-hmm.
Took the car and ran into a tree and jumped out the passenger door.
Did he drive as far as he walked? Like we don't know.
Like an hour ago.
Yeah. It took an hour to get back.
That dude has no idea what he's doing. Left his socks on and shit and like chewing on her shoulder or something.
Yeah. That fucking weird ass wicker bed too always kind of weirded me out. I'm like, what the hell kind of bed is that? That's weird. But it's the 80s,
Yeah.
Wicker fucking bed frame. Headboard.
Oh, am I like, where's the light coming from inside this van?
Not a bad question, Bird. It's the dome light, dude. This is a wicked good dome light.
Yeah, really good dome light.
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
Maybe that's like
too when you're that age that you'd be like, oh, we're gonna go up there for the weekend. You guys are gonna sleep in the van outside. I'm like, that's cool. But after after like 25 or something, you're like, that sounds like a shit weekend to me.
Yeah, like I'm not doing that. Like, what if I have to take a shit?
I'm just like, no, there's not going to be any give to the bed of a van. I'm going to be miserable getting up every day.
My back's going to hurt. There ain't no TV. There ain't no heat. This is horse shit. I mean, I suppose you could run the van for like 45 minutes and let it warm up, but then you better hope you fucking fall asleep, because otherwise, you're going to be shivering again.
And I've never noticed this. I'm looking around. They got streamers inside the van and party blowers everywhere. There's a good 4 party blowers on the walls of the van.
Yeah, what were they planning on doing? Like putting them in the van and being like, "Ha, happy birthday, fucko!" Like,
that'd be great.
Why does
birthday? Like, you got to sleep in the van tonight.
Like, why would that need to be decorated? Because it's not like he's gonna see it. I mean, now we're just. I mean, I'm nitpicking. But, I'm nitpicking in the most loving of ways,
No, time for another edit where this guy's head initially is supposed to get squished down to the size of a pea.
I love that, too, by the way. Like, that footage of his head getting fucked up is glorious.
Yeah, it's like, whoa! Because it's just shooting out of every hole on his head.
It's like a mad ball or whatever those things are called, you know?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. It gets crushed down to a baseball size. And I can't remember if you can hear it or not on this, but I know there's like initially there was a party blower sound when he sticks this blower around. Yeah.
There's a little one.
Yeah, it's a little. It should have been it should have started out loud and just kind of slowly died. Like,
And then she's laying like this and blood is coming out of the party blower, dripping out. That would have been kind of rad. Just saying. MPAA, you bastards.
Yeah, late 80s, they had just a hard on for like, no, none of this stuff. This is ruining a society.
The title alone, just Friday the 13th Part 7 in the MPAA, they got hard-ons.
They got this blood in the title of it. This is not going to be good.
Yeah, and then, and even the stuff that they cut out of this, when you go back and you look at it, it's so much more tame than fucking Walking Dead, than stuff that's on TV every Sunday night or whatever fucking night Walking Dead's on. I don't even care anymore. But yeah.
Still Sunday.
They didn't change it. It's still Sunday. But yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like, the stuff that regular TV, the shit that's in syndication, like just regular ass TV. American Horror Story's got some gnarly stuff, you know? And it's just on TV. Like, and you went after this that no one's taking it seriously. People are like, this is ridiculous. This is fun.
Yeah.
And I mean, aside from, how old were you when you first saw this? Titty.
What happened to the lights? Were they always off?
Who am I? Am I Steve?
This is going to be how I'm going to look at this movie forever now. It's like how he's confused by how things work and shit.
Oh, he does with the flashlight, too. What? Light came out. Huh.
Like,
how does...
It's dark.
Yeah. How does sandwiches work?
It's like, I really never believed in the moon. I think it's just the other side of the sun.
Whoa, that's some fucking serious. Makes you think, dude. Poor Billy Butler. You're like, I'm just gonna lay in this fucking tree. Just get all the footage you need, you know.
Good news, bad news. You're gonna be in the majority of the film throughout the running time. The bad news,
you die in the first 7 minutes.
Yeah, 3/4 of that you're gonna be stuck in a tree.
Yeah, no blinking. Yeah, your eyes have to be open too. So, and it's cold as fuck. Good luck.
Plus, blood droplets around your eyes too.
Man.
And we put pants.
Leaves. Hey-o, just saying.
Forgot how to pants.
Forgot how to pants. You need to remake the poster of this, and that can be the tagline. Forgot how to pants.
Well, he also does. Like, he puts them on there. He doesn't button them, and they're those fucking jeans where there's no zipper. It's just like 6 buttons. And a belt. He doesn't do none of that. He just leaves it hanging wide open. Like, this is good.
Yeah, man. Need a sandwich. And I love how awesome that is with him being in the background.
Yeah, that's excellent. And that took years for me to ever notice that, too.
Yeah, it's pretty subtle, you know? I mean, and they definitely don't, like, beat you over the head with it. They don't, like, go back.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? Stuff on the floor.
Mud all over the floor. It doesn't even faze him. He's like,
is that mud or blood or something?
This ain't my mess to clean up. I'm just hungry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's enough eggs for an omelet.
Yeah, there it is.
I need to go back and see what he grabs out of the fridge sometime.
It was fucking bologna and bread. I think it was a pack of bologna. I would have just, I'm a pretty simple dude. There was a fucking whole bowl of fucking party chips on that island. I wouldn't have been like, I'm making a sandwich. I'd have been like, I'm going to eat these chips. And I'm the kind of guy who's just going to stand in the kitchen in the dark and eat like 78 chips and then get a drink and go back to bed. Like,
Yeah, you're just staring at the electric clock the whole time you're eating those chips too.
yeah, and you know when it's like middle of the night, like eat time, like when you're hungry in the middle of the night, like there's no etiquette, there's no nothing. Like when I'm eating chips in the kitchen at nighttime, like I'm not even done chewing one, and I just keep putting like until the bag is gone. Like I just fucking inhale them.
Walk in, just look like a crazy person. Just like had wandered into the kitchen.
It's not what it looks like. Okay, I just
Simpson thing eating the 64 slices of American cheese.
American cheese. Yeah, I would just have like 4 bags of chips. I'm just like taking from each. Yep. Only when one is empty will I like just loosen my grip a little, let one drop, and then grab something to drink.
By the second bag, you're stuffing the first bag into the second bag for trash.
Yep. Chip bag, like now trash bag.
Like the shoulder, because you're not going to like...
When I eat chips, I can't stand stuff being on my fingertips. Fun tidbit for you at home. So I constantly am like this. I hate it. I hate like powder on my hands.
Dusting your fingers up on your pants, side of your leg.
Mm-hmm. Whole bugles being stuck in my goatee.
I like this. He just gave the fuck up. He's like, he's not coming. I'm gonna open all his presents and play with it.
Like, which again is perfect. Ties into that fact that he's just a tag along. Because it's like, I don't give a fuck about this dude. What's in here?
If he comes, I'll just rewrap it. It's fine. But I'm fucking bored.
No one will talk to him. He didn't bring his typewriter.
I'm Melissa. She's fucking missing out.
I'd wait till she left and then pissed on her pillow. Just saying. Bitch.
Oh, I could see him going a step further and like just opening up her suitcase and just filling this suitcase and then closing it and sealing it back up again.
Shake it around a little bit. Flip it a couple times.
Let's use your type now, Melissa. Call me stupid now.
Oh, shit.
To just go piss in her suitcase.
And they left that cake. That cake is just sitting out, too. Like it's sitting on the coffee table right there. It's not in the kitchen.
It's fine. It'll just be a little crunchy by the time they get to it and be nice and dried out.
Put that fucker in the fridge or something. Dude,
I've had like 12-hour-old cake sitting in the break room at work before. I know what it tastes like.
Oh, yeah. Most cake around here doesn't last 12 hours, but I have definitely eaten some crunchier cake in my day.
Used to be the
is what it like is.
Whole sheet cake, and we cut a square out in the middle of it and pull that one out instead of taking from the edges and going in a line. Just
take everything else except for that piece you cut out of the middle. That's sort of what I would do.
Take the whole cake and run it with a fork in it.
Yeah, I saved you some. Fuck off. This is by far the biggest cop-out of all in the Friday the 13th franchise, with the cat being locked in the fucking closet. That's ridiculous.
No establishing whose cat this is. Apparently, I didn't think it was Barbara Sachs' cat, the one that vetoed how the dad's makeup looks at the end and hated the look of Jason.
Oh, yeah, the one that said he looked like a frog. She can get...
Yeah. No animal wrangler said either, so she was terrified they were going to lose the cat.
In the woods, yeah.
Oh, yeah, not like kill the cat, but like, oh, the cat got out and it's gone. Snatched up by a gate.
Adios, cat. But yeah, it's so weird. Like, if indeed it is Russell's dad's cabin, is that Russell's dad's cat? And if so, are there people who come feed it on a regular basis? Or is it just like a feral cat fucking just pissing in every corner of this fucking house? Just And then someone locked it in the fucking closet. And it's clearly been there all day. They've been there 2 fucking days. That cat's been in a closet. So should just jump out and fuck her all up.
How the hell did you get in there? That place is wrecked too. They've not even technically got to the party yet, and there's like
I know.
every room fucking wrecked. What do you think that dude's dad is gonna be like when he did come back and it's just fucking timber everywhere? Like, oh, it blew up. Hell of a party.
He just buy another one because he's fucking rich apparently, but that fucking cat. Second shelf in between 2 boxes. It's
yeah. No logical explanation for that cat being in there.
You can see the blood on the thing too, right there. You can see his head right there, that whole time.
Oh shit! Yeah,
sitting there right behind her.
Yeah. I can't feel my body. I'm so fucked up.
It's the head detective from In Living Color.
Miss Tits Lady. I'm fucked. I'm so fucked.
Miss Lady Bitch.
I'm talking to you.
Hey, Miss Lady Bitch. Yeah. I also like the little gag later where the head is in the fucking tree plant thing. So it's like a pot head. Hey-o.
Stunt man jumping out the window the wrong way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know how you would go out.
He was supposed
to go out.
Kane said he was supposed to go out and twist and land on his back, and he's like, "That's not how you fucking did it." We got that because that was all done in like that was pickup shots. Doing that stunt.
So yeah, so it wasn't. It didn't match the continuity because she goes out back first and then comes out front first. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was supposed to be like he was not happy. He was like, "You said you're going to do it this way. You didn't do it this way. That compromises the safety of shit and the shooting of shit. Plus, this is in pickups. Plus, you look like a wig."
You don't want Kane like angry with you. I just feel like that's the wrong route to go. Like,
no.
I mean, like, not just because he's Kane and he's intimidating and big and scary, but like he is connected throughout all like stunt work, you know. So if you don't do what he tells you to do, then you're probably not going to work much more, you know. I mean,
he'll talking from a dude who had a failed stunt, you know, really take a toll on him and how his life ended up. He's not going to ever take any shit off anyone not adhering to safety.
Yeah. Should always be a safety first type of deal. I want one of those. I'm just saying. Like,
I don't know what it is, but I like it. Yeah.
Yeah. All I can think of is fucking Sub-Zero from The Running Man, and I'm just like, that's sweet. Give me. But I know Tyson would find it and just be like swinging it around in the backyard and end up killing someone.
You see Sub-Zero's hockey stick. I see like a High-Ally stick that's been sharpened with a make a human shield.
I would. Just saying, I'm a terrible person.
God. Oh God, take her.
All I got to do is outrun Susan Blue.
Whoa!
It'd be pretty easy with a goddamn hole in your chest, ain't it?
That kills me in a bit here when he's hiding in the woods. And she doesn't see him. He's like in the woods doing some shit like this. He's like, "Tina, hey, I know you can't see me because I'm blending into the background like the fucking Arnold in Predator."
Yeah.
Like, there's no way you could not fucking see him standing there, but she doesn't see him.
Right.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the keys?
Dude, I've always really liked him too. Like, I would love to meet him. I think he is a badass. And
I mean,
I mean, once you,
his character clearly has some brain damage because he gets knocked the fuck out twice in under like an hour. So he's definitely having some post-concussion syndrome. But
oh yeah, he gets fucked up.
I always had that
Like
little
the most,
Van Damme look to him as well.
yeah. But I think he's a good actor, and I think you know, despite the fact that it wasn't until way later. It wasn't until like I think Crystal Lake Memories or whatever when I found out that he was gay. Like I never knew. And you know, so when you've seen this movie 65 fucking times before you know that, like I always thought they had a great chemistry. I do. I think they're awesome together. A lot better than Rennie and Sean in Jason Takes Manhattan, because I really don't like Sean. And you know what I mean? They recast him too, but I still just don't like that guy. I don't know what it is. I think it's just the character itself that I don't like.
There he is.
Hey,
Tina, hey.
yeah.
Nothing has
I'm
on it. He's not hidden in anything.
Yeah, blended in with my suit jacket or whatever the fuck this thing is.
See, you ran right past me and didn't fucking see me. Get over here and do this. Just do this.
Yeah, I would rather just, you know, kick around some of them dead leaves and lay down on the ground.
Yeah.
Hide under the dead leaves.
I lost that dude. He could not find me in the woods. You got to do the same thing. Your mom didn't. That's what she got her ass fucking killed.
Just pull the Jason Takes Manhattan when that dude runs up the radio tower. Just climb really high up in a tree and see if Jason will come get you.
That would be
You'd probably get that fucking...
if his didn't die, if he just is in a tree the rest of the movie. And like when the house blows up, like a piece of shrapnel is flying through and fucking hits him in the tree.
Yeah, like a total Cabin Fever ending. Like, I made it! I fucking made it! Skunk.
And apparently that's a real tool that they did find at a hardware store locally where they shot. And that is I think Kane said it's a cardboard blade that's on it right there. And he's in that shot where he's like that. He's coming at it. He keeps fucking with the cameraman, like he's putting it in his face and pointing it at his nuts and pointing it at his face. And, you know, Kane being Kane.
Oh yeah, man. And that thing, I'm sure that thing was a tool in 1989, 88. What year did this come out? 88?
I would love that.
So
that'd be an excellent tool for trimming trees out here. I would love it.
I think it might be banned now. I think the people who made that tool saw this movie and went, no, we can't sell this thing. This thing is fucking for serial killers. Like, never in my life growing up watching this movie did I ever assume that was a real tool. Almost like the fucking gas-powered belt sander and fucking hatchet. I was like, nope, they don't make those. That's not a thing. You're lying. That's gobbledygook.
That's not
No. It's a fucking weed whacker with a fucking circular saw blade on it. It's the most terrifying thing.
That'd be an excellent prop to try to make a prop replica of that. Take a fucking old weed whacker and attach a blade to the end of it, working or not, just to walk around with. It'd be cool.
Yeah. And we could probably make like a faux one that wouldn't hurt anybody. Maybe.
Yeah, I would make a safe one, but I'd love to make one.
That was like battery powered, so it was just like zzz, like really like not. Wouldn't spin like it
this fast.
Yeah, so it wouldn't have like gas powered, so it wouldn't be like and fucking fly off and hurt somebody. Another dead body, the old okey doke, and another, and another. Mm-hmm.
And one final one.
Blah! Help me!
I'm still alive!
That would be fucking awesome. He's just like pushing his shit together. Oh, fuck.
It hurts so bad. I think I'm dying. Where are you going?
Why am I alive? Like, you bitch. I love the, just the quick, oh, this is you. You're fucking with me. Just that split second of him going,
That's pretty goddamn weird.
yeah.
Even Jason, that's fucking weird.
Yeah,
Uh,
I've been
and all
lured out
the
into the
late
lake.
up to the late '80s, you could get away with that's what electricity looks like when you get shocked as the blue charges all over you.
Yep. And Halloween 6 when your fucking face explodes. Looks like you've been bukkakied on.
And how they had to like go face down in the mud water, lay there, wait for the water to get still, and then wait for John to go, all right, action, get up.
Yeah, straight up Evil Dead 2 in it here with
Yeah.
Ash.
And I want a shot I really like where they close up of his legs and you see his kneecap open up when he was walking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. God damn. Dude, in my brain, I like to think that they warmed up that mud puddle for him, but I realize that shit was ice fucking cold. They got like heaters, blow dryers or something.
Hold it up for you, Kane.
Yeah. Throw a couple of ice cubes in that fucker just
Little shot of the eye.
Mm-hmm. So
then
good.
they leaped that window and just barely cleared it.
And it's subtle, and I know that there's some continuity issues with this movie, but I like how the fridge is still open, too. Like when he killed David and the fridge was still open in there. So
Yeah.
it's a little thing, but I really like that.
No, that's the stuff that makes it count.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
This
look
too,
at-
he's just like,
Yeah. Here comes the pothead headbutt. Oh, after he forgot throwing the couch first at him. It's like, fuck.
go.
Dunk.
Splop. You might be a second or two ahead of me, because
He just came in the front door now.
Yep, you're a second or two ahead.
I still might.
I love this look right there. That look like, oh, you fuck. You fuck.
Boom. Apparently, all balsa wood except for those support beams, which is regular wood, which is what made him go face first into the steps and bang, bang, bang.
And shingles too are not fucking light. If you've ever carried a bundle of shingles,
Yeah.
50 plus pounds. But every time I watch that, I just see his knees buckle, and I just go, God damn! Imagine how bad that would hurt. Like, he's a fucking trooper, guys. That's not a dummy getting something dropped on it. That's fucking Kane Hodder. That's a real life person who's alive getting a fucking roof dropped on them, and that's incredible.
Yeah. And apparently, you can tell in some of the mask shots, he has a bunch of fucking squiggly lines across the nose, and that's where that mask was just bang, bang, bang down the steps. Saving
Yeah, I
his
bet.
face.
Yeah, because he got fucked up. I mean, you go back and you watch that. It's just frame by frame it and just watch him crumple, I mean, damn.
Oh, it's time for Melissa to get hers.
Yep. Probably, like, if there ever was an iconic shot of Jason, it's this, right here. Boom, with the fucking axe behind him, That's so, like, I had t-shirts of that when I was in high school.
That was the NES game cover.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's...
Man, she fucking flew over that TV. That is just always... I'm like, damn, that is awesome. Kudos to that stunt.
Head first, fucking... And I love that, too, that whole, like, shut the door. What it reminds me of is later, like, in From Dusk Till Dawn, when Quentin Tarantino turns into the vampire, and he's like, ugh. Like, that's exactly what every time I think of him, like, trying to block him from going, shut up!
And here's how from a story it changed to Kane's idea of like taking a Home Alone shot to the face and falling like a tree and hitting the very last balsa wood stair going through those fucking steps.
Mm-hmm. And that's the beauty of when you work with someone like Kane, and that's, Beekler knew it, Adam Green knows it, that when you got someone like that who is not just a guy in a mask, who's a stuntman, a seasoned stuntman, who can look at the gag in the script and go, wouldn't it be cooler if I just fucking smoke these steps and then I can boom through the wall? And it makes him that much more scary. Like, if he just tumbled down the steps like a cartoon character, I don't know how much,
It takes some of the power out of it. Yeah, just
Yeah.
falling like a tree, just phew. That's getting tight.
Rah. And his assistant can fight me. I don't care.
Yeah, that's a good look, and you get a good amount of time getting to see it too. It's a couple of the other movies you get glimpses, a hint of seeing it. He's got a good chunk of screen time here at the end where you get to see his face. And I like when she looks down, and I took years for me to notice too, when she looks down at him in the hole, how his right leg is like to the side.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's gnarly.
Like it's sticking way out there. I'm like, ah! That neat fuck. He's got to pop that thing back in before he gets up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, all right, I'm good. Just stomp on it a few times.
Yep. Put it back. It's so good. And that makeup is fucking incredible. That is better than anything getting done today. I swear on my life. It's so good.
He's bringing anger through that suit there. And I swear, he reached up to grab her. That's like a different shot because he looks like he's still wearing the mask when he reaches up and grabs her and pulls her in.
I guess I didn't notice. It happened so fast.
Yeah.
But I like...
Relook at it next time you see it and see if you can see the outline of the mask still on his head when he pulls her into the hole.
And one of the other things that this is, to me, dude, this is a testament of this makeup. Like, okay, so take a makeup very similar to this look. Big Ben in House. There are some shots when Big Ben is talking that you can see the actor's mouth. With this makeup, I have never, and I've seen it in Blu-ray, I've seen it VHS, I've seen it DVD, I've seen I never can see Kane's mouth beyond that makeup. All I can see is those jagged teeth, that missing chunk in the jaw. They light it so good, and whatever they're doing,
because he was a lot skinnier back then, so they were able to build up on his face and his body a lot more. Another reason they didn't go with CJ, because CJ is already built like a fucking truck, and Kane is now, but at this point he wasn't as built, so you could build those layers up on him and conceal that. And because of that suit looks how it looks, they're able to do that ignition on camera. And fun enough, the dude who rigged that up was Lou Carlucci, and that's one of the tech guys who constructed the Nightmare on Elm Street glove.
Yeah, I know that name. And that's another thing too that you brought up, which is very important. When you look at this burn, which is probably one of the most impressive burns that's ever been done in horror history or film history.
I know Kane has put about a record that's his favorite.
Yeah, but one thing that you notice when you see any other movie and you see a burn happen, like Maniac Cop 2, 3, whatever, whenever there's a burn, like the character, as soon as they're on fire, they're bulkier because they're in all of that safety gear. And when you see that burn, Kane isn't any bulkier because that suit was
essentially.
Yeah. So there's no like added extra layers. There's no like, oh Jesus, that's just a stunt dude, or it never separates. Like you never have that shot that fucks up the illusion, if you know what I'm saying.
And he really likes that the ignition was done on camera, because like normally you get to it and like they throw, like in Elm Street, she throws the matches at his feet, and you see the feet start to catch fire, and then you cut away and then cut back to the guy already on fire, and there
with the big
and there they did it on camera, and like there, perfect example of what you're talking about. Freddy's head grows 3 times sizes when he's set on fire.
Yeah, he's his clothes are really bulky. Or another thing you notice when you watch these things is that these guys are really, they're slimy because they're covered in that like fire retardant. But if with this makeup, with the Part 7 makeup, it works so well because he's already kind of like, he's not slimy, but he's like, he's moist, I hate to say the moist word. I know people don't like that word, but he's not KY jelly yet, like in Manhattan. But
I feel you could pull skin off of him if you just tried, like this grippy, pull it off.
Yeah, for sure. He's a crispy critter. But even before that, like all the sores and the openness because of all the water. So he's really like bloaty.
I don't know if you've noticed, when they're getting that shot from behind, you see Kane's back, and they're supposed to be what she is there laying on the pier there. It's such a like fucking dummy that's got a no face, like no facial features. It looks like a straight up like prop dummy they have laying there. You see it for like that much of a second.
I didn't see it. There he is.
Yep, there's the man himself.
Mm-hmm. I've never noticed that. Now I'm gonna go back and watch that when we're.
As soon as we're done, like rewind that and be like, yeah, look, it's a split second. You get to see it.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, dude, that dude's fucking mullet too. The paramedic there that's wheeling her. God dang, that thing smells like beer.
Yeah, beer. Smells like 2 a.m. at the bar. Yeah.
And this fucking ambulance, man, looks like some shit fucking Ray Stantz buys and drives to New York.
Yeah.
Boo 3.
So good.
Where's Jason?
So good.
I took care of him.
No, you didn't. Your dad did. You didn't do anything.
Back to the bottom of the lake.
Yep. All right.
And that will conclude our Friday the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood, directed by John Carl Beuchler, starring Kane Hodder. Fan commentary.
Yes. I hope you guys had a good time with us, laughed about some stuff. Let us know in the comments what you think about this movie. Let us know your favorite John Carl Beuchler effect. I mean, I know everybody really loves Part 7, but he's done so many things. We would love to talk about them with you. So reach out to us and let us know if there's another movie you want us to cover. Obviously, we weren't necessarily planning on covering this movie. We were really leaning towards John pulling through, and we just had to do a tribute to the man himself because Evil and I both met him. A lot of horror fans have met him and all have pleasant things to say about him.
Told him how this is my favorite one and is my first one, and how at one point when he was brand new as playing Jason, apparently he was going through town at a haunted house, and my sister got to meet him at the haunted house, and she got an autograph hockey mask from it, and I was young and stupid and didn't realize anything. She gave me the mask, and I ended up like painting over the signature on it, and I was like, ah! So when I got to meet Kane and John, I got to tell them that story, and they're like, so in lieu of that, I was like, I can never lose your guys' signatures again. So I got John's and Kane's signature tattooed onto my legs. And it's like, now I have them forever since I fucked them up initially.
Metal. Absolutely metal. So, we started out and, it's a little emotional. It's an emotional thing. But then we went through the movie with you guys, and I hope you had fun. That's what we're here for. We're here to kind of have a good time, lighten the mood, laugh with you guys, make you guys laugh a little bit, and I really hope you enjoyed hanging out with us. And we will be back, as always, every Friday night live, unless something weird happens. Although, no, we will talk about that, because the Joe Bob Briggs Marathon is coming. And on that Friday...
Next Friday. Yeah.
Next Friday, we will not do live. We'll do maybe a Saturday, or maybe I'll go live early in the day Friday. Haven't quite decided. Either way, it won't be late night.
We've also toyed with the idea of doing that premiere thing as well, where we record a episode, we premiere it at the normal live time, and we'll both be in the chat, just still bullshitting with you, talking in present time while you watch us in the past time.
Right, because we and I don't want anyone else to have to miss out on the Joe Bob Briggs marathon on Shudder. So,
because we also talked about like, oh, maybe we could have it on, and we're doing this while it's on. It's like, well, we don't. we're running out of space and TV monitors and stuff to be able to do it. So I was like, well, fuck it, we'll just try something different, so everyone can just, if they're gonna sit and watch it, have a watch party. We're gonna be doing a watch party with it. Enjoy the Joe Bob marathon with us that night.
Yeah, right. We'll get it sorted out. But on that note, I suppose we should probably get going, because after all, there's a lot of movies out there, and somebody's got to watch them. So why not us, right?
I won't see you no more in this world, John, but I'll see you in the next one. And don't be late.